All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Please stand if you're able for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening and welcome, everyone. Bree, take the roll call, please.
Mayor King,
Present.
Councilmember at Large Austin,
Present.
Councilmember Waller,
Present.
Councilmember Baskin,
Present.
Councilmember Postma,
Present.
Councilmember Helly,
Present.
Councilmember Obala,
Present.
Councilmember Fisher.
Present.
Mayor King, we have a quorum.
All right, very good. Thank you, Bree. Item number 1 is adoption of our agenda with the addition.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is a motion approving our minutes from October 20th, 2025.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under item number 3, recognitions and awards, we have none today. would like to mention, though, I appreciate Trish and Terry's efforts in the employee engagement, the anniversaries or the Hormel home we had last week with the breakfast of honoring the longevity of our employees. That was really well done and great feedback on that, so thank you. Item number 4 is a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Under petitions and requests, we have item number 5 is a resolution approving a contract extension with Right Here, Right Now podcast. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor. Members, we had a sort of demonstration project with Right Here, Right Now, and John Wright to do some podcasts for us. That's coming to an end of what we currently approve, so we need to look at what council wishes are moving forward. If you'd like to do it through 2026, the cost would be $3,120. Several other increments to choose from, just rounding out the year or 6 months. Just looking for some direction on that and how best we can communicate with the public what's going on at the city. Be happy to answer any questions.
We've had several employees on that Right Here, Right Now,
We have, yes.
and well received. I think it's a great way to get our message out to the community. I'd certainly look to have that extended for next year. Council?
Yeah, I would agree. I move that we extend for a year. I mean, I think it fills a really nice gap in terms of being able to communicate, A, what we need to from a city, and B, from a local news standpoint. I think the Herald does a nice job, but there's certainly a gap in here's what is going on in the community, so I would move we do it for a year.
Great.
Very good. Thank you. Anybody else?
I second that. I think Mr. Wright doing a great job, especially those podcasts. I listen to all of them, and then you have time to give those detailed explanations. So I think it's a free space for all the community and all the elected leaders. I think it would be good to have his service continue.
Anybody else have any input on this? So Jason, that was a motion then?
Yep.
And we'll allow a
Second.
second. Bree, please.
Councilmember Baskin,
Aye.
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Councilmember Obala,
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher,
Aye.
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Thank you. Item number 6 is resolution accepting the DNR grant for a flood acquisition. Stephen?
Yes, we received initial authorization for a $490,000 DNR flood hazard mitigation grant. This would be paired with our local option sales tax, each of them funding 50% to go toward repetitive loss structures in the community. Tonight before you is a resolution confirming to the DNR that we have the matching funds available in our local option sales tax account, and we'd recommend approval of this resolution, and then that will come back to you later with the actual grant documents.
Thank you, Stephen. Council, any questions for Mr. Lang? Otherwise, looking for a resolution accepting the grant.
So moved.
Second.
Bree?
Councilmember Baskin,
Aye.
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Councilmember Obala,
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher,
Aye.
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Thank you, Bree. Item number 7 is approving a prosecuting attorney contract. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor. Members, our current prosecution services are done through the Bodler Law Office. They provided notice to us that they were not interested in continuing that pursuant to our agreement. We approached Mower County Attorney Kristen Nelson to see if her office would be interested in providing that service to the city, of which she agreed and has county board approval to do so. Essentially, the contract is the same that we had with Bodler as far as cost is concerned. This measure is supported by the chief of the Austin Police Department. Be happy to answer any questions.
Very good. McKeek, do you have anything on this too?
Only to say we have a long partnership with the county attorney's office on felony cases, juvenile matters, and some other gross misdemeanors. So this is a pretty seamless move for us. I do wholeheartedly endorse this. I know Captain Clennon, who works very, very closely with them, is also a big proponent of this. And so we're happy that Chris and her office were able to step up and enter in the contract with us.
Very good. And Kristen's in attendance too. You have anything, Kristen, or just stand on its own? Okay.
I
Jason?
think, only question, I think it makes a ton of sense. Do we know why they were ever separated in the past? Because logically, this seems intuitive. Like, was there a compelling reason for why they were separated that we're missing?
Was it about 25 years ago they went away? Before my time.
Before my time.
I would have been a patrolman. I been Paul, Phillip, and Chief Phillip, and whoever the city administrator was. I'm just guessing they probably don't have the strong relationship that myself, Todd, and others have built over the last 20 plus years. Is probably the reason they separated in the first place. But it's one of those things that makes sense. Just makes it easier. A lot of cases get reviewed. It's just easier to have it in one spot. They have a lot of expertise, a lot of staff. They're using our systems now. So again, a move I'm certainly happy to see, and I think will help, our department moving forward.
Very good. Thank you. If nothing else, looking for a resolution, item number 7.
So moved. Second.
Bree.
Councilmember Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher.
Aye.
Councilmember Waller.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Very good. Thank you, Bree. Item number 8 is a 2026 health insurance program, a series of resolutions. Craig and Trish?
Thank you, Mayor. Members, before you tonight is our renewal for 2026 healthcare insurance. Been kind of a long road to travel down with the initial renewal with Blue Cross Blue Shield was pretty staggering at 35% increase, so we wasted no time looking for other alternatives. We're suggesting moving from our current broker of Kraus Anderson, moving to North Risk Partners as our provider. Triad is who our benefits are through, and Cigna, which is a little bit of a change that came through from when we discussed it with employees. We're moving from America's PPO to Cigna. That's where we initially started out, moving with them as our network administrator. Pretty excited to have a proposal here that allows us to keep costs contained, offer 2 different alternatives of deductibles, the $2,000, $4,000 individual and family, and a $3,500, $7,000 deductible. Costs that are in the packet are essentially comparable to what we had currently, so anytime we can keep healthcare costs essentially at a status quo is a big positive for our employees and certainly the city as the employer. The feature also allows access to the healthcare clinic here locally, which is again an effort to help sort of bend the cost curve of claims history. It's a no-cost voluntary alternative for employees to utilize that if they want to continue to use Mayo or Olmsted Medical. They're certainly welcome to do that and just would meet their deductibles, but having a no-cost alternative for 80 or 90% of most healthcare matters is something we're excited to be able to offer employees. This is a level-funded program, which is kind of partially self-insured, so the city does bear some risk in the overall cost structure, but we think it's a fair alternative for us to move forward in. There's a series of resolutions that we need from council, A through C, and this is also subject to collective bargaining MOAs that would come down the line later. Be happy to answer any questions.
Very good. Thank you, Craig. Trish, anything to add on that too? No? And then, so we're taking these, council, any questions? Otherwise, we'll take the resolutions, A through C. First on 8A is setting the plans, qualifications, and rates for 2026. Need a resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Bree?
Councilmember Baskin,
Aye.
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Councilmember Obala,
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher,
Aye.
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Thank you, Bree. Item number 8B is adopting a Section 105 plan arrangement resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Bree?
Councilmember Baskin,
Aye.
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Councilmember Obala,
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher,
Aye.
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Very good, thanks, Bree. Item number 8C, adopting or establishing 2026 contributions and plan for non-bargaining unit employees. Need a resolution.
So move.
Second.
Bree, please.
Councilmember Baskin,
Aye.
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Councilmember Helly,
Aye.
Councilmember Obala,
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher,
Aye.
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Thank you. Item number 9 is granting the Planning and Zoning Department the power to contract the removal of junk and/or illegally stored vehicles at the following location. The address is 406 2nd Street Southeast, the Gregor Homes LLC property. Need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Our addition is item number 10, approving funding for an outdoor ice rink at Packer Arena. Jason?
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and Council. City Administrator Craig Clark asked me to prepare a memo and agenda addition for tonight's meeting to address this. Staff has been working with Austin Youth Hockey and has been in the planning stages to move one of the smaller outdoor ice rinks from Kaufman Park to the west side of Packer Arena on the exterior. Our goal has been to make this happen this winter. It would be a great addition not only to Packer Arena, but also for providing outdoor ice rink in another location in Austin. Our city engineering department, thank you. Thanks to them, they shot grade at the site, so it gave us a good idea of what type of grading, what type of fill we need in that spot. Because in the past we've tried to flood ice there, but there's too much of a slope. It rolls right off and we can't capture it. So the original plan this winter was to bring some fill for the lower end of the area so that we could level off and add some, flood some water so we can add some ice this winter. Recently, though, City Administrator Craig Clark suggested there might be funding available to support the project. So this funding encouraged us to partner with Austin Youth Hockey and reach out to a couple local businesses. So we've been able to secure all of the dirt donated. Much of the rock would be also donated, and then we would be asking these local businesses to help spread the dirt, compact the dirt, and then spread and compact the rock as well, so that we could flood the rink this winter. But not only that, it allows us to be pretty much shovel ready next summer, to pour a concrete slab to have kind of a more permanent outdoor hockey rink at Packer Arena. There is a request in the 2026 budget, which is not finalized yet. It's a capital improvement plan request to prepare and pour a concrete slab at this same site, and to move the outdoor ice rink from Kaufman Park to Packer Arena. Because this is unknown yet, because the budget's not finalized, we are asking for this request tonight. So local businesses are donating the fill dirt, as I said, and a portion of the rock for the project. Austin Youth Hockey is also interested in partnering with this project. They're bringing a financial request to their board next week. They are requesting an amount up to $2,500, so up to 50% of what the cost is to get this in for this winter. Timing is of the essence, which is why this is before you tonight. We really need to have a plan before they can go to their board next week. I should add that Austin Youth Hockey has also agreed to help provide some labor for flooding the rinks in the wintertime and also some of the rink maintenance during the wintertime over the next several years. And I should add, despite whether funding for the project is approved in 2026, so next budget cycle, if this is approved tonight and we're able to get the dirt and rock completed in the next couple weeks, this would allow us to flood and have ice year after year going forward, with or without the concrete finish. If funding tonight is not allocated, we will most likely wait for next year and see what the budget provides for funding for next year to do the project again next year. So our request tonight is for council to consider approving this project in the amount not to exceed $5,000. Funds are requested to come from fund balance. Any amount of funding Austin Youth Hockey might commit to this project would reduce the cost that the city would be responsible for this project. And I think I'd be happy to answer any questions if anybody has.
Very good. Thanks, Jason. Council?
Is this coming from contingency or fund balance?
Fund balance.
Just go ahead, Craig.
Couple other comments. Yeah, this came up rather quickly, and with weather approaching and our overall goal to try to consolidate our outdoor ice rinks and make it more conducive, try to move forward a win-win. I asked Jason to go ahead and put it on the agenda, but we're, a little bit like the Honor Guard Park where we had the service organizations partner with us to make those improvements there. Having the youth hockey being willing to contribute and help us with that. And then on an ongoing basis, they're willing to help with the labor costs of maintaining the ice. So, those are really, I think, critical things moving forward. If for some reason the Hockey Association isn't able to partner with us, then we would push it off until the 2026 or 2027 discussions. So, but in the interim, it would come from fund balance and try to capture that partnership.
Yeah, I like this, the partnership with not only youth hockey, but some local businesses also pitching in and helping out. This is great.
Great.
I agree.
Honorable Mayor,
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
quick question, Mr. Clark. So youth hockey won't know their level of contribution till next week,
Right.
late next week.
Right.
And am I hearing that if their contribution is not, so we were hoping to plan, if approved tonight, we would start the process as early as tomorrow, not knowing for sure if there's a financial contribution from the youth hockey. So just want to clarify.
We're able to wait and see if they're able to contribute before we move forward?
That's what I'm suggesting tonight is
Is no?
well, because so there's many moving parts. I mean, we have a rink that's located at Kaufman Park, and we don't want to relocate that to Packer and then move another rink from Galloway to Kaufman Park, because our plan is to have two large rinks at Kaufman Park as part of this overall plan. But we kind of need to have all this figured out, and I think that if we wait till next week's youth hockey board meeting, it really pushes us back. We're looking at 20-degree weather next week. We really need to start pounding stakes in the ground and getting our outdoor
positive
rinks.
indication that they'll most likely be.
I talked to the president today. I feel pretty confident they want to see this happen.
Okay.
I think there will be a financial support. I know there will be labor and other support along the way. We just won't know until it might be too late.
Thanks for the
this year. I just want-
clarification.
Worst case scenario is we're $5,000 into it with no partnership on financial.
Yeah, it sounds like that's the case, so.
It's worth the risk.
I'll take that risk too. Anybody want to make a motion on this?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Bree, please.
Councilmember Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Councilmember Fisher.
Aye.
Councilmember Waller.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Very good. Thank you, Bree. Moving on, citizens addressing the council. Is anyone in the audience wishing to speak to council of items that weren't on the agenda? No? Thanks for coming, then,
So
either way.
if folks are here regarding the warming center,
That'll be on the agenda next meeting.
it'll be on the agenda next meeting. They could speak now if they wanted to.
They could. Not gonna turn them away.
They're here.
Yep. It'll be officially on the agenda next agenda. Judy, you the spokesperson? Look like you are.
Yeah, by default.
You have that look about you. I know your name, but please state your name and address for the minutes if you could, Judy.
Judith Yurno?
2002 11th Avenue Northeast, Austin. Yeah, I have been part of the group that's been convening fairly regularly with the goal, I guess, of offering shelter for unhoused people during the cold months of the year in Austin. There are others who have been involved more heavily than I have, and who have been also working on readying, if everything works out, the former Knights of Columbus building, which is south of the post office, with a model and support that has been successful in Winona and Rochester, and also I think Owatonna. There is a commitment on the part of Catholic Charities to provide staffing and oversight of the staff and funding. So there are a lot of questions yet to be answered regarding zoning, perhaps a variance in usage issues, and the intent and having everything very well prescribed. So I guess what I'm here for is simply to plant the seed for that idea and encourage council members to perhaps get information regarding the successful sites in Rochester and Winona being the more comparable community to Austin. See how that model works and what maybe challenges there have been and how they have worked to make it successful.
Well done, Judy.
Well, thank you.
You have a real future in
Great.
spokespersoning.
Great, thank you.
Well, come back next meeting too, so we'll have it on the agenda for more discussion.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks. Reports and recommendations. Craig, who's got what?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, our unmarked report for employee engagement, we're expecting that to come at the December 1st work session, so just to give you a heads up on that. Bree has a quick message. I'm guessing it might have to do with something related to voting, and Stephen Lang has an item as well.
Okay. Bree.
So just a reminder that tomorrow is the election day, and our election judges are our neighbors, friends, and community members who make it possible for everyone's voice to be heard. They do work long hours to ensure the process is fair, accurate, and accessible to all voters. So a smile, a thank you, or a bit of patience can go a long way. Let's show respect and appreciation for their service, because democracy works best when we treat each other with kindness. Thank you.
Thank you, Bree. Stephen.
A couple of construction updates for council and the public that may be watching. The I-90 announced, or MnDOT announced another I-90 closure coming up on November 8th. That's Saturday, November 8th. The closure is from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. just some more work in preparation for work underneath the bridge and also as part of the new crossovers that they are working to construct. So that's coming up this Saturday. And also, folks may have seen late last night and into today, there's work starting on 14th Street Northwest. That is in preparation for the bridge work next year. They're building the necessary crossovers so that in the spring, when conditions are fit, the crossovers are in place and they can get traffic moved around to begin the 14th Street Bridge in the spring of 2026. So the bridge work is not starting right now. It's just some preparatory work for next year. Then as part of our Oakland Avenue project, concrete pavement has been occurring. A lot of work occurred last Friday and also today. They'll continue pavement work into Wednesday and Thursday of this week. And then sidewalk work and street lighting will occur next week. So we should be sitting pretty good by the end of next week. We'll see where things fall and keep everybody updated for hopefully an opening of the Oakland Avenue project here before Thanksgiving.
Very good. Thank you for the update, Stephen. Moving on to council. We'll start with Paul. Anything?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Paula?
I just only have a few comments. We've been receiving a lot of emails regarding their warming center, and I know it will come to the next agenda next week, in the following meeting. Who do we talk to go visit the site to see? Because all the pictures, I've been driving around it, and the door seemed like it's closed. Who do we talk to visit inside that building to see how it looked like before we take a deeper discussion?
Holly?
So my understanding is that there might be an alternative site being considered right now because of the obstacles with the building code issues with that particular site. So I'm not sure that that's going to be ultimately the site that's chosen. So that might not be very helpful at this point. Is anybody here who could speak to that at all?
I don't have information on that.
I was speaking to Paul.
Paul
Yeah.
Wagner would be the contact, the main contact. And I can send his contact information to you, Mr. Hall.
Okay, yep,
Thank you.
that'll be good.
Thank
Thank you.
Anything else, Paula? Laura?
I want to remind the public that we have a call for art open for our utility box project. Go to the Austin Area Arts website. We're accepting art from youth who live in Mower County, including college students and students at Girard and so forth. Selected artists will receive a small stipend for their work, and then we'll use it to create more wraps to go around utility boxes, which is part of our long-term anti-graffiti plan. I also wanted in advance to say thank you to the clerks and volunteers and our partners at Mower County for Election Day. It's a little lighter than some years, but it's still a big day and a lot of pressure to get everything done and done right. I'll echo the mayor's thanks to the Human Resources team, Trish and Terry, for the employee recognition breakfast last week. It's going to take a while for the city of Austin to sort of settle in to doing these kind of recognition things, and I appreciate everybody's time in getting it started and getting the momentum going. I think it's the right thing to do. There were some jokes that morning about people saying, well, I've worked for the city for 25 years and I've never been invited to any kind of recognition before. So we're doing a new thing, and that can be hard and challenging, and it also can be worth it. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Jeff?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Posty?
Shout out to everybody for a wonderful Halloween weekend. I know the Postma family gave away more candy than we ever have, and we still had to close down by 7:40. At one point I was at the door handing out candy, and a police vehicle drove by playing Ghostbusters, so that was very amusing. And lots of folks out. It was just kind of fun to see everybody out in the city. I know that the downtown event for Trick or Treat on Saturday before got just tons of families out, so that's great to see. Also want to let you know that Discover Austin has a new website, updated austinmn.com. They are our digital window to the city of Austin, and they do a great job, so hop on there and check it out when you get a chance.
Very good. Thanks, Mike. Jason?
Three things. One is I noticed Councilman Postma forgot to mention the Lions-Vikings game yesterday. I assume that was an oversight.
You're welcome for the quarterback.
Yeah, we're now 1 in like 9,000 against, yes, so. Number two is, yeah, just again, compliment Austin Police Department. I thought it was great community engagement to be out there and, big hit with our kids. I think big hit was fun to see the kids, engaging positively and waving and excited to see that coming through. So, I mean, really, really good work. And then number three, on Election Day tomorrow, Bree, thank you in advance to you and the staff and all the election judges who will be putting in long, long hours to make that happen. As somebody who has served as an election judge in the past, I know that there's a lot of thankless work that goes into that, but it is vital for our democracy to actually function. And as Bree mentioned, I mean, it is all the people that we work and live and play with on a day in and day out basis. And so it's a huge part of the community. And then last, I will, just as a alumni of Austin Public Schools, as a parent of kids with Austin Public Schools, I can tell you firsthand that a lot of these things are needed. And I will be voting yes and would encourage others to do the same.
Very good. Thanks, Jason. Becky?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, folks. I'd just like to add that before I read the November anniversaries, that there certainly, we're into some challenging times with regard to even our partner, Hormel Foods. The list is a mile long. The county, the city, we're all going through some challenging times with the workforce and some restructures and reorgs. And I just want to, we'll get through it. It's just going to be some tough times, but our thoughts go out to those folks that are maybe the victims of some reorgs and some restructures. But again, these are challenging times, the universal, for sure, United States wide, probably globally. But we just need to try to get through it together and support those that could come upon some situation where they don't really want to be in. So just wanted to acknowledge that and know that we're thinking of them. So with that, November anniversaries, we got some folks that have been here a while. Ryan Life with the police, 25 years. Mark Walski, 25 years. Chris Grunwald, fire, 20 years. Tom Schulte with the fire, 19 years. Michael Hartman with the police, 16 years. Pat Guinea with the street department, 11. Jeremy Wangan, sewer maintenance for 10. Brent Johnson, planning and zoning for 8 years. Josh Bradley, police, 7 years. And Ryan McCormick, also with the police, 7 years. Those are our November anniversaries. We always appreciate our employees, and like Laura said, we are making some moves to do better, and that was again just another really did move the needle on that Hormel Home breakfast last week. So appreciate all the efforts being done. With that, looking for a motion to adjourn to November 17, I believe.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned.